Hey everybody, it's me, Jim Keys, and I'm back with another episode of Inexpensive Gear That Jim Uses. If you've been following along, then you know that I use inexpensive gear to keep expenses down as a way to make a living. So what I have here today is my Gretsch 5120 Electromatic. Now, for those of you playing along, you'll know that Gretsches can be very expensive, and not just the vintage ones, but the ones made now. I have a friend who has a Gretsch Brian Setzer model that is somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000. Wow, that's all I can say. This guitar is fantastic. I bought it on Craigslist for somewhere around $500, which actually is a little more than I usually spend on a guitar, but I couldn't resist, and I ended up having to sell one of my other guitars to cover it. But it was worth it. This guitar was made in 2008. It's their anniversary model. It's got a groovy little badge on it that says so. And it's got what they call Gretsch Bucker pickups on it. And if you, as opposed to like their Hylotrons or any of the other models, if you go online, you'll discover that some people really dislike these pickups. I'm not one of them. I think they sound pretty darn good. But we'll get to that. What's really groovy about this guitar is, of course, the Gretsch orange, but more importantly, the Bigsby. How can you argue with that? That is classic Gretsch right there. So the pickups actually have a wide variety of tonality. So on the back pickup, you get a nice twang going. And in the middle pickup, you get something a little more mellow. I'm going to play the exact same thing so you can hear the difference without it being colored by other music. And lastly, you get, of course, the neck pickup, and that's this. And you'll notice that there's not a great difference in sound between those two pickups, between the two of them together and the front pickup. But if you listen to it played fingerstyle, has a much jazzier sound that way. So there's really not a lot to dislike about this guitar. In fact, I can't find anything I don't like about it. The action is great, the neck is smooth, it's pretty as hell. Everywhere I take this thing, people just love it. And Les Paul once said that people hear with their eyes, so I sound really good playing this one. Now, you cannot have a Gretsch with a Bigsby and not play a little Brian Setzer. So I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to play a little Brian Setzer. This is an abbreviated version of his take on Sleepwalk. Cool. All right. Well, I'll see you all again when I talk about another piece of budget gear. I can hardly wait. Hope this helped you out.